Welcome back to Razor University, and I just have two quick questions for you. Do you remember Little Skies? And if you don't, I'm glad you clicked the video. And if you do, what happened to him? Little Skies, born Demetrius Foos in 1998. He grew up in Waynesboro, Pennsylvania. Not exactly the rap capital of the world, but from an early age, music was in his blood. His dad was a local rapper who encouraged him to write and record his own tracks.
I dream if I don't make it, life's good, but it sucks when the time changes. I'm growing up really fast.
Before he was headlining shows, Skies was just another kid uploading songs to SoundCloud, just like all of us, slowly building a loyal fan base, the hard way. His early work had that raw, emotional, melodic style that was starting to blow up around 2016, 2017.
I'm at the bottom, I'm working so hard, but I'm lonely.
2017, by the way, was the turning point. Little Skies dropped Red Roses with Landing Cube, and suddenly, he wasn't just a SoundCloud rapper anymore. He was a breakout star. The track blew up, racking millions of views on YouTube and streams on Spotify. Then came Nowadays, another hit with Landing Cube that proved Skies wasn't just a one-hit wonder. He beat the curse.
Say, oh, hey, I can't trust it, no. Oh, it like an awesome, hey. She don't need no lotion, a Magnum or a Trojan. Ooh.
His melodies, emotional delivery, and relatable lyrics about relationships, struggles, and come-up stories connected with young fans instantly. I know me personally, definitely hit it on the mark with all the emotional and relationship lyrics. I used to really rock with him with that around that time. Personally, he was one of them ones back then, I gotta say that. Fast forward to 2018, he was signed to Atlantic Records, touring with bigger artists, and his debut album, Shelby, named after his mom, debuted at number 5 on the Billboard Top 200. He's 20 years old, he was living the dream so many of us think about. If we really want to figure out what happened to Little Skies, I think we have to talk about him in his peak years first. 2018 to 2019, that was his peak in my opinion. He had mainstream hits, huge streaming numbers, and a strong fan base that rode for him heavy. His image was locked in, face tats, bright hair, a mix of emotional and flex rap. He was part of the new generation alongside artists like Juice WRLD, Lil Pump, and Trippie Redd. He was also opening acts for G-Eazy, Lil Uzi. It put him in front of massive audiences. For a while, it felt like Skies was positioned to become one of the faces in the next generation of hip hop. I legitimately thought Skies could do that. I mean, at the time, that wouldn't have even been a bad take. He was doing all the right stuff. He had the look. Songs were good. I thought he was going to be one of those ones for the future. Maybe I'm crazy, but at the time, it just felt like that to me. However, fame moves fast, ladies and gentlemen. And in this music industry, if you're not dropping consistently or adapting, people move on just as fast. Fans started noticing long gaps between his music releases. His 2021 album, Unbothered, didn't make the same impact as Shelby. Critics said the song sounded too similar to his older work, like he was stuck in the same formula. Kind of starting to seem like he had nothing new to add or to say. He wasn't really transitioning. He wasn't elevating his sound. On top of all of that, emo rap, the wave, was coming to an end. It was fading. Juice WRLD's tragic passing, the rise of trap and drill beats, and TikTok's influence on hit making all shifted the sound of rap. Skies didn't even seem to pivot with the times. If you look at the time Lil Skies was really popping, and you look at the sound around 2021 that was popular at the time, has vastly changed. It's a different landscape. This is all what we're seeing through the eyes of fans. We're seeing this from the outside looking in, but apparently on the inside, behind the scenes, there were rumors of label pressures and creative struggles. In interviews, Skies talked about not wanting to flood the market with music just for streams. He wanted to keep his art genuine, but in today's industry, momentum is literally everything. And that choice cost him in the end. He was also having personal struggles.
First thing that helps with depression, I'm still figuring out. I feel like I still got my depressive ways. I still deal with depression a lot. I done tried therapy and all that. Maybe I should have continued it a little longer, but I felt like just reaching out, and it's hard for a lot of people with depression, is reaching out.
He became a father, and while that's a blessing in his personal life, it shifted his priorities. He seemed less interested in chasing the spotlight, which made sense for him. He was a dad. Your kids should come first always. But for fans, expecting constant drops, and promotion, it looked like he was literally disappearing. Skies was slowing down, a new wave of artists started to blow up, and he was getting left in the dust. All of these new artists were getting massive attention. You know, the rap game is like a revolving door. Without that constant presence there, Skies was slowly pushed out of the mainstream conversations. So what in the world is Lil Skies doing now? Apparently, Skies still dropped music, but the hype isn't even close to the same, like in any capacity. His core fan base is still there, but his streaming numbers and cultural impact have dipped heavily from his peak years, which makes sense. Some fans think he just needs one strong experimental project to bounce back. Others think he's moved on from chasing mainstream fame altogether. The main important thing, I don't know if even Lil Skies want this at all anymore. I don't think he wants to be associated with being the biggest rapper in the game anymore. I don't know if he ever has, but specifically during this time, he had a lot more priority on his head. The music has changed. Honestly, I can't blame him for not even wanting to try anymore. But you guys tell me, what was Lil Skies' downfall in your opinion? Was it caused by trends, label politics, personal priorities, or a mix of all three? Honestly, I think it's a combination. He came in during a specific moment in rap, and when that moment passed, he didn't fully adapt. He didn't change in any capacity. But what do you guys think? Can Lil Skies reinvent himself, or is his time at the top over? If you like this video, make sure you like the video. I go by Rager University, and I'll see y'all in whatever I upload next. Peace.